hectic, and that's the thing though. Like, I shout out to DJ 44, man. He's the guy that helped me start this podcast, this whole podcasting journey from the very beginning. Listen, if you need a DJ, holla at DJ 44. He on TikTok and IG. You get me?
DJ 44.
All right. If 44 ain't playing it, it ain't getting played. It ain't hot, son. You get me? But anyways, I was talking to him, and I'm like, yo, there's so many nice artists in Toronto. Why can't they work together? He goes, yo, there's too much politics. There's too much, like, my friend got killed, or, you know what I mean? And, you know, more blood begets more blood.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, people
Yeah.
can't let things go because they're still in pain, and that's the problem with our community in general. Like, I'm not even talking just about America. I'm talking about all over the world.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying, like, our culture, our very people all over the world.
We have a crab in the bucket
affected.
mentality.
Well, I'm saying we're affected even by our artists from all over the world.
Yes.
All over the world. Because if we hear Bob Marley, let's say he was one who was also blackballed, stop it. He did well for everybody else, but then when it came time, you know what I mean?
It's hard for me to fully agree with that because Bob Marley's kids are so well off. And what I mean well off, I'm not talking well off because of the money. They're well off because of the work and the legacy their father put through, that they themselves have found their niches. And do you know what I mean? And that's the thing for anybody. I don't care about the color. It's your legacy. It's what you leave.
Hold on. They became diamonds, right? They became people that, you know, the industry's looking to them now for that entertainment as well as much as their father had it.
Of course, but they had to cultivate that. They didn't just wake up and become that just because they're dad. No, think about it.
Some people think that's possible too, right?
No, hold on, though. I'm going to show you something. I know you people ain't here for sports. Steph Curry, his dad brought him to every single NBA game he could. Steph Curry was shooting on an NBA basketball court at the age of 7. His dad put him in position. You want this, son? Here you go. Got to work for it. Stephen Curry right now is he's the greatest shooter of all time. The most revolutionizing player of all time. The threes that they shoot in the NBA right now, it's because of Steph Curry. It's not because it's Steph Curry. So, yet again, the legacy that you leave. His father, Del Curry, is nowhere near what Steph Curry is. But his father, once he was in the door, he presented the opportunity to his son and said, if you want it, work for it. And that's what his son did. The thing is, we don't have enough good role models out here pushing the youth to do better. Because when you listen to drill music isn't different than the rap we had back in the days. Like I said, when I say DMX and all these guys, right? Remember, these are all stories. These are all interactions. These are all experiences that I know there's a couple of these CB4 niggas out here. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying every rapper's telling the truth. I'm just saying, if you know, you know. Right? Like, you look at 50. 50 Cent got shot 9 times. Boo-boo. You look at 50 Cent's history. His music is his life.
Oh, yeah.
Eminem. Okay? For everybody out here that...
But see, the industry are very paying to try and make more money for themselves.
That's always going to be the business, though.
Yeah, but
it's always going to be the business.
That was their business model. Remember, if we start talking about black empowerment, black growth, and black success, they're going to cut all the ties with us, right?
They're not going to do that. You know what it is? Yet again, we don't support our own. Fubu was here. How many niggas you knew was out here rocking Fubu? Not a lot.
You was rocking Fubu.
Yeah, because I was rocking with it. I went, but I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about others who seen what was going on,
okay,
and didn't stand behind it.
No, there's 2. I was wearing Fubu too.
Right? No, but that's what I'm saying though, right? Like, how many people can we honestly say were actually behind that brand?
Remembering this, if we don't side with them, they going against us. They're not giving us the avenues to further get a better reach for our products.
Okay. So let me ask you this. How does Death Row Records, Bad Boy, and Rockefeller become 3 of the most conglomerate record labels that were started from who? Black people. Puff Daddy put the money up. Now, yeah, he went and got deals, okay? But he owns Bad Boy. Rockefeller, Dame Dash said it himself. I shopped Jay-Z everywhere. They said, nah, he spits too fast. He's too slow. He's too this. He's too that. They went and made Rockefeller. Yeah, they got a distribution deal, but Rockefeller was black owned. That's why they got Rockaware, right? So, like, yet again, Death Row, that was the biggest.
Remember, they came for it.
Yeah, but they came for it because.
Remember
like,
Death Row?
Death Row came for it because Suge Knight got greedy, bro. Got greedy.
Who was behind Death Row, though?
Suge Knight. Gang banging.
Jimmy, don't forget the pay, the pockets, the money.
No, Jimmy,
yo.
no, hold on. Jimmy wasn't Death Row. Jimmy was
NWA.
NWA. That Jimmy had nothing to do with Rockefeller. Had nothing to do with.
I would figure ever since that culture got started, right? That culture got started.
Listen, I understand,
but
remember, gangster rap came from the West Coast.
Yeah, but they were paying to hear music about us killing each other.
Yes, but you also have to realize with NWA, the first purpose of NWA was to let people know what was going on. Remember, the white suburban kids that had no idea about it were like, oh my God, this is really happening? I want to listen. I want to be immersed in it.
I don't even know if it's only them because,
I'm saying that's what it started with.
What we had, remember they had that saying, if you ain't scared to go to church, you know what I'm saying? And black people used to take their kids to church, you know what I'm saying, all the time, you know what I'm saying? So when it came to listening to gangster music, it was completely a contrary idea, right?
Yes.
So they were actually paying to actually, I don't want to say it like that, but like poisoning our minds.
Of course, but you know what else
that
is poison?
We would leave something that was actually built up as a foundation and begin to listen to other people's perspective of the few who were being paid to tell us what to think.
Yes, but then
as soon as,
because I don't want to go on this road, but I might have to go on this road.
As soon as they started talking, as soon as Snoop started talking, Snoop Lion, no, it ain't gonna sell as much. It ain't gonna sell as much. As soon as NWA, I don't even know if they ever found a good street, but a lot of bad things had to happen too within the group. As soon as they seen that the vision for propagating more violence in the black community, as soon as they seen that was turning to more of a good thing and a growth thing, they cut it down. And I'm not talking about the black-owned, like the black people who own their businesses. I'm talking about the people who are funding it behind the scenes. Those are the ones who are blackballing the message, not necessarily the messengers.
Okay, so.
You know what I'm saying? DMX, great.
I know, I feel you. You went down this hole, and I got to help pull you back up out of it. And the only reason why I have to help you pull it back out of it, people, please don't take what I'm saying.
Oh, wait. You can take everything I'm saying to the bank.
No. What I say, don't take what I'm saying to heart. Okay? I'm not that guy. But if we really want to be honest, okay, the Bible, Jesus, that was given to us as black people when we came here as their religion. If you go back to Africa, you go back to these tribes, Jesus don't exist over there, my G.
Well, let's get this right, okay, because you're going to say this. But obviously the J in itself didn't come around until the Grecians ruled the world. Because there is no J in the Hebrew language.
No, and I understand that.
We understand that, right?
No, of course.
So can you say that if they kept Jesus as a black face, right?
Yeah.
If they kept Jesus as a black, that would mean black empowerment, wouldn't it?
Of course, but
so
what I'm trying to get to,
use the white face of Jesus for?
No, but what I'm trying to explain to you is that it's
the same thing in our hip hop, in our music. If we're not saying that we are less, it is not making money for them.